You may have heard about psychological safety, but have you heard about the psychosocial work environment? The psychosocial work environment is shaped by how work is organized, managed, and prioritized in organizations. Well-being, motivation, and stress do not arise only from individual factors. They develop through the interaction between job demands, employees' opportunities for action, and the resources provided by the organization. One of the early models in this field is the Job Demand Control Model, JDC, developed by Robert Karasek in 1979 and later expanded together with Thures Theorel in 1990. The model shows that the risk of stress does not primarily depend on how intense the work is, but on the balance between psychological demands and decision latitude. High demands can be developmental when employees have the opportunity to prioritize tasks and apply their professional judgment. However, when high demands are combined with low control, the risk of strain increases. A related approach is the effort-reward imbalance model developed by Johannes Siegrist in 1996. This model analyzes the relationship between the effort employees invest in their work and the rewards they receive from the organization. When high effort over time is not matched by appropriate rewards, such as salary, recognition, or opportunities for development, employees may experience an imbalance. Over time, this imbalance can weaken motivation and increase the risk of stress. These perspectives are integrated and expanded in the Job Demands Resources Model, JDR, developed by Evangelia Demirudi, Arnold Bakker, and colleagues in 2007. Today, this model is one of the most widely used frameworks for analyzing the psychosocial work environment. The model is based on a simple principle. All jobs contain both demands and resources. Job demands are aspects of work that require sustained effort, such as workload, time pressure, complex tasks, or emotional strain. Demands are not necessarily negative. In many organizations, high demands are a prerequisite for quality and productivity. Job resources are the aspects of work that help employees manage these demands while supporting motivation and learning. Examples include autonomy, supportive leadership, collegial support, feedback, clear work procedures, and opportunities for competence development. The JDR model can be illustrated as two axes, one representing the level of job demands and the other the level of job resources. When demands are high and resources are limited, a strained process may develop. Over time, employees may expend more energy than the job allows them to recover, which can lead to exhaustion and stress. When sufficient resources are present, however, the same demands can instead trigger a motivational process. Resources enable employees to manage their work effectively, learn new skills, and experience engagement. The key insight is therefore that well-being does not necessarily require low demands, it requires sufficient resources. Another perspective is provided by the theory of psychosocial safety climate, developed by Maureen Dollard and colleagues in 2019. PSC refers to employees' shared perceptions of how strongly organizational leadership prioritizes psychological health. The concept focuses on the strategic conditions of the work environment, showing how leadership priorities shape demands, resources, and reward systems within the organization. Taken together, these models show that the psychosocial work environment develops through the interaction between demands, resources, rewards, and leadership priorities. The work environment is therefore not simply a matter of individual experiences, but a result of how organizations structure, lead, and prioritize work. How does your organization work with the psychosocial work environment? Thanks for watching. Follow for more insights.